Okay, what is going on, CYPRX YouTubers? Welcome back to the CYPRX YouTube page. As always, if you are interested in learning about cryptocurrencies, commodities, indices, and foreign exchange, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Blessings to you guys all. Thank you all so much for returning. In today's video breakdown, we're going to go over some interesting fundamentals. I'm going to read and sift through some articles for you all. That I'm also going to give you all some updated targets on XRP, considering where we are at on the weekly and the daily chart at the current given moment in time. So make sure that you all stick around for this YouTube video, smash that like button, and make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so that way you get notified for any future video updates. Really do appreciate all the love and the support. Without further ado, let's get started. So just thought that I'd hit you all with a interesting banger, okay, an interesting perspective on what is going on right now. Again, understanding what it is and the concepts that I teach in the market, okay, really truly understanding that the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer. Do you realistically think, okay, look at reading at this article, US President Biden announces US ban on Russia oil, gases, and energy imports. What is this going to mean for the United States citizens? Gas prices are going to soar. They're already high. Here in California alone, gas is already at like $6. All right, you really think that underprivileged individuals, the more lesser class or the medium class individuals are going to be able to afford gas prices? They're going to be draining their bank accounts, all while the rich, okay, oil, gas companies, they're going to continue to get richer. You think President Biden pays for gas? No. Who pays for gas? Normal, every average day American class individuals, as well as people all around the world. Okay, we see UK doing the same thing. That's mostly going to impact the United Kingdom gas prices as well. All right, so I just want you guys to understand that everything full circles. I'm going to draw you all a little thing right here real fast, okay? This is the elites up here at the top. Okay, let me make this blue for you guys. Or we'll just put it the money sign, right? The liquidity sign, okay? You have to understand that these people will put out, let's draw a little arrow here for you all. I'll make that an arrow, boom. These people, these elites, they put out rules, they put out sanctions, they put out things for everybody to follow, okay? And what do? They're transitioning wealth from one place, okay? i.e. the lower class individuals, to then funnel it back into their own pockets, okay? I'm telling you all right now, this is how the economy works, and it sucks that it's this way, but this is why the rich will get richer and the poor will stay poor. All right, these are oil companies. We'll go ahead and we'll just say this is oil or something like that, right? Or gas companies, okay? What's happening is a transition of wealth, a transition of power. The poor will stay down here and the money will get right back up into the pockets of the elites. Okay, it's a transitioning cycle. You have to understand that this is also how the markets work. It is a transition of money from the smart hands to the weak hands back to the smart hands. All right, this is what I'm attempting to teach you guys on the YouTube channel. However, in this video breakdown, we're not going to go into that. Today, we're going to read some articles. So for you, I have here, US President Biden announces US ban on Russia oil, gas, and energy imports. As expected, in a public address at the White House, U.S. President Joe Biden announced a ban on all Russian imports of oil, gas, and energy. The decision was made in consultation with the U.S. allies. Biden added, noting that he understood that many European allies that don't produce so much energy are not able to join the U.S. Biden said that U.S. and its allies remain united in efforts to put pressure on Russia, President Vladimir Putin, to end this war in Ukraine. There will be a cost for these measures in the U.S. Look at that. Look at how they, the key vocabulary right there. There will be a cost for these measures in the U.S. Biden said, but both the Republicans and Democrats agree we must do this. The U.S. will share in the responsibility of caring for refugees from Ukraine. Putin's war will hurt American families at the gas pump. Look at that. Okay, key phrases right there. Biden noted, saying that gasoline prices will go up further with this move. Biden called on oil firms not to engage in excessive price gauging. Look at this, okay? Do you realistically think right here, we see U.S. Biden said that both the Republicans and Democrats agree with this. Now, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, comment your opinions down below, but do you realistically think that President Biden and that the Republicans and the Democrats, they're going to suffer from this? They're not going to suffer from this. Okay, their pockets are going to get full. They're eating healthy. They're living healthy. Guarantee you that their houses are bigger than yours. I guarantee you that they're eating better food than you. They're living better than you, while they're putting out these rules that are making individuals like yourselves watching these videos suffer financially while they live in abundance. I'm telling you all, it is a transfer of wealth. War is a transfer of wealth. These sanctions, these rules are a transfer of wealth. That's all this game is. Okay, comment your opinion down below. This article here is from ambcrypto.com. I don't realistically like this news source. We've seen a lot of FUD come out from this news source, but I like this article here. The case for Luna flipping the Cardano and XRP on the charts. Okay, that would be very interesting to see. If we go over to coinmarketcap.com, we are only around 4 billion away from flipping Terra Luna over to the 6th position ahead of XRP, and XRP tumbling down to the 7th, maybe even 8th position underneath Cardano, maybe. Okay, potentially that's what we're going to be looking for in the next couple of days. All right. And I just thought that that was interesting and that I'd share that article with you all. But here's a little bit more deeper fundamental breakdown on that. Crypto analyst says technology behind Terra Luna will be the future of global payments. Here's why. One popular crypto analyst is eyeing a public blockchain protocol underpinning a suite of decentralized stablecoins as the possible solution for payments during a time of economic transition. In a new strategy session, the host of financial education YouTube channel Invest Answers tells his 417,000 YouTube subscribers why decentralized stablecoins might suit the future needs of both fiat and cryptocurrency users, with open source Terra Luna as a potential leading candidate. Our view on Luna is as follows. I do love it. I do believe decentralized algorithmic-based fiat peg stablecoins are the future. They will be the mechanism by which all payments are made on the blockchain and perhaps in other parts of the world. So what could we see in the time being? We could potentially see XRP fall down to maybe the 7th or 8th position, especially considering the fact that there is a lot of FUD going around the SEC litigation and when the settlement's going to take place and things of that nature. Sorry, I didn't mean to let that happen. Let me get my... All right. So there's a lot of FUD going around considering the fact that there is, a lot of stipulations surrounding when the settlement's going to take place and things of that nature. We've seen, Jeremy Hogan release some things. We've seen a lot of FUD articles come out surrounding the litigation. And I just think that there's a lot of value that needs to come in to XRP before we see a new all-time high. And I'll go over those specific price targets for you guys on the charts here in just 1 second. Okay. And I've told you guys for quite some time that I think that even if we do see a rally to maybe $1 to $1.10, maybe even $1.20 to come and clear out some of the liquidity in this leg here, I still think that we need to see some type of bearish move to the downside before we do see a bullish reaction on XRP overall. Okay. But what do we see here? This is from Bloomberg.com. I like this article and I thought that I'd share this one with you as well. I'm sure that, the Twitter hype and the YouTube hype has already filled you in, but Biden to sign a crypto order as firm faces sanctions pressure. Government-wide plan poised to be announced this week. That would be very interesting to see. Hopefully it comes out anywhere between, it's Tuesday now, maybe tomorrow, Thursday, even maybe Friday. We see here, President Joe Biden is set to sign an executive order this week that will outline the U.S. government strategy for cryptocurrencies according to people familiar with the administration's plans. The order will direct federal agencies to examine potential regulatory changes as well as the national security and economic impact of digital assets, said the people, who asked not to be named, discussing the deliberations. I thought that this was interesting, specific vocab and interesting key phrases. People who ask not to be named. Who do you think they are? The elites, right? Cough, cough. The White House's approach to crypto has attracted fresh attention in recent weeks after the U.S. and its allies levied sanctions on Russia, promoting concerns that organizations and individuals could use crypto to evade the restrictions. Why is this significant? I'd like to take your attention over to this Twitter page right here. Something that I found very interesting. I'm going to play this for you guys. This guy said something that is extremely crucial, which I've been trying and attempting to cover for you guys on this YouTube page, is that right now, currently, what the markets are doing is temporary. Once institutional money, and yes, institutional money is going to dump into this market when we have clarity, it is going to be insane. These all-time highs that have been printed in the last, 4 to 5 years are going to be nothing compared to what happens when institutional money floods into the market. Now, how much institutional money that's going to flood into the market, no one realistically knows. No one can realistically predict that, okay? But we can all assume what that's going to be, and it is going to be trillions of dollars. And when that happens, trust and believe, the cryptocurrency assets that have future use cases, that have future potential, are going to appreciate significantly in value. Now, this is not financial advice, and I cannot constitute any financial advice to you guys. I can tell you all what coins I personally invest in: XRP, XDC, XLM, Casper, HBAR, Quant, okay? Those are our coins and tokens that I hold. But I'm telling you all right now, watch when this institutional money, and I have previous YouTube videos gone over this, floods into the market. It is going to be insane what happens. So listen to this guy here. Let me turn up my volume for you all.
And it'll also accelerate the entry of institutional capital into the space, because there's $100 trillion worth of money that's not in the crypto space that's afraid of entry of institutional capital into the space, because there's $100 trillion worth of money that's not in the crypto space that's afraid to come into the space because they're not sure about the definitions between the securities, the platforms,
and that's about
$100 trillion. That is an insane amount of money. Could you imagine what's going to happen to the appreciation of these digital assets if and when that money does flood into the market? The question is are you going to be here to stick around? Are you going to, sell your cryptocurrencies because you're afraid of them depreciating in value a little bit more than they are currently right now at the moment? Right? That's the question. As you guys can see on coins like XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR even, we are in extremely discounted prices, but there is room to the downside for these cryptocurrencies to fall. In my opinion, okay, I do think that some of these cryptocurrencies need to bottom out a little bit more before we see a rally back to the upside. Now, if that happens, we will be able to react to that, okay? I found this article. This is an old article that was released, I believe, in 2020, but it reads, institutional money is pouring into, August 2021. Institutional money is pouring into the crypto market, and it's only going to grow. In its formative years, Bitcoin was dismissed by institutions as showy, worthless digital asset favored by criminals. Gradually, the tectonic plates that shaped the sentiment in the corridors of power shifted. Bitcoin, which appeared to be on an ideological collision course with institutions in its first decade of existence, recently bears the hallmark of institutional acceptance. Look at how they ended that sentence. Bears the hallmark of institutional acceptance. This has been driven by a number of factors, led by the outstanding performance of Bitcoin relative to any other asset class on the planet. We've seen a lot of controversy surrounding gold's appreciation and Bitcoin's appreciation over time as an asset class, right? And the significant amount of returns that either one can give, right? But Bitcoin has clearly outperformed in the long run. Smart money is allocating to Bitcoin as a portfolio diversification strategy. These days, families, offices, hedge funds, and traditional money managers have a very different perspective on cryptocurrency products and services, with an eye-watering $17 billion worth of institutional capital flooding into the space this year alone. Guys, look at this. $17 billion compared to what this guy just said at $100 trillion. And we've already seen Bitcoin reach all-time highs of 69,000. Can you imagine what the crypto space is it's laughable. Like, it's insane. People that don't believe that this is gonna happen one day, and the people that do and stick around, it's going to be nasty. Overnight millionaires, left and right. The transition of wealth from weak hands to smart hands is going to be insane, okay? But the way that they ended this article, I thought that it was interesting. Periodic surveys bear this out, with a growing number of institutional investors allocating a percentage of their portfolios to digital assets. A recent study conducted by Fidelity Digital Assets found that 7 in 10, that's a high number. That's more than half. 7 in 10 institutional investors expect to buy or invest in crypto assets in the near future. Going back to what this guy said, what are they waiting for? Regulatory clarity. Sitting on the sidelines, waiting. They're not stupid. They're not dumb. They're not going to invest before. They will invest after, and trust and believe when they do decide to invest. The price of your favorite cryptocurrency asset, as long as it has, realistic future use cases, utility, things of that nature, right? And ones that aren't meme coins, right? Ones that get rug pulled, okay? It's going to be insane to see what happens in the future, especially from now until maybe like 2023. But more than half of the 1,100 respondents surveyed between December and April revealed that they already own such investments. So I thought that end the fundamental breakdown for you guys with that article to give you guys some updates on XRP, all right? Not a lot of movement in the past couple of days. We saw a break below that 75-cent threshold, and we have currently maintained price action below that. Right now, we are currently on the weekly chart. Let's go to the daily chart, making a potential higher low. Okay, price needs to hold above this higher low at around 69 cents, so 70 cents, for it to appreciate in value or for it to go back to the upside. And we would need to break that 75-cent threshold to confirm that bullish rally. All right, now just looking at the daily, where we are currently operating at. Overall, we are operating inside of this bearish leg, and I'll highlight that for you guys. I already mentioned that in previous YouTube videos. From around, let's go to style. We'll make that red, all right? From around $1 to around 55 cents, okay, we would need to break above $1 to see any type of bullish momentum move and confirmational close above $1 to get any type of bullish price action on XRP or to see any type of move. Until we do that, we need to be mindful of downside potential. Okay, we need to be mindful of downside potential. Now, let me go back to the weekly chart because the weekly chart is saying a lot on XRP right now. Okay, we see on the weekly chart that we are creating equal lows, or in my personal opinion, a lot of liquidity to the downside. Now, again, on the weekly chart, we see a lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower low formation. So on the weekly chart, again, we would need to break above that dollar threshold, capitalizing on this high right here, making and breaking this high, creating a new swing high on the weekly chart, and then giving a nice significant pullback to create a higher low on the weekly chart, maybe above 80 cents to maybe 90 cents, and see a positional move and momentum back to the upside. If we don't get that, most likely we are going to see these equal lows come and get taken out, or the liquidity beneath the supportive region come and get dumped and taken out before we see any rally higher. Now, that's me being pessimistic. Let's hope that that doesn't happen. But if that does, I am personally going to be loading up on more XRP. Long term, I think that below 80 cents, XRP is significantly discounted compared to what it is going to be in the future. You are not, in my personal opinion, going to be able to get XRP below 80 cents in the future, anywhere between 5 to 10 years from now. That's insane. Again, this is for my long-term holdings. You guys know that I'm a scalper intraday trader, all right? And I have price action breakdowns on that overall opinion and market moves that you can take on an intraday level. However, this is a long-term perspective, okay? Now, I've mentioned in previous YouTube videos where my buy limits are set for XRP if we do come and break beneath these lows. All right, so make sure that you guys go check those videos out. Blessings to you guys all. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of all the fundamentals and the aspects that I read to you guys via the prices of gas, Terra Luna potentially taking and flipping XRP on the overall coin market cap and perspective for the number 6 spot. All right, let's see what we get coming into the end of this week, and let's see how the Biden executive order comes out in favor of cryptocurrency or against. That's definitely going to be significant and have a major impact on price action. So let's see how price appreciates or depreciates in value coming into the rest of this week. Blessings to you guys all. As always, I will see you guys in the next video breakdown. Be cognizant, be aware. Make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel before you dip out, and I will see you guys next time.